Ever make a decision and immediately start doubting it? You finally choose, then the voice in your head starts saying, was that the right move? Should I have waited? What if it fails? Here's the truth. You don't lack confidence. You lack clarity. Because confidence doesn't come from hyping yourself up. It comes from knowing you are moving in the right direction. And when you don't have clarity, your brain fills the gap with fear. Self-doubt isn't a personality problem. It's a clarity problem. I remember years ago sitting in my car outside my client's office, about to meet with him. And I was feeling good. I had rehearsed everything that I was going to say like 5 times. I checked my presentation twice. I was getting ready to walk in, and then at that moment I started second guessing myself. I started second guessing everything, my pricing, my pitch. I started second guessing even whether I deserved to be in that room making that pitch. That meeting didn't go well, not because I didn't know what to say. I knew exactly what to say, but because I walked in carrying uncertainty. I looked confident on the outside, but I was questioning myself in the inside, and that projected into the conversation. Then I realized something that changed everything for me. Confidence isn't the absence of doubt. It's the decision to move despite it. I stopped waiting to feel ready, and I started focusing on being clear. Clear on who I help, what I do, and why I'm doing it. That's when my confidence finally started to grow. Confidence is like driving through fog. At first, you can't see more than just a few feet ahead. So you slow down, you tense up, and wonder if you perhaps should pull over. But the only way to see further is to keep moving. Every few feet you travel, more road becomes visible. You don't wait for the fog to lift. You move forward. You move forward with what you are able to see. And that's what clarity does. It doesn't remove the fog. It gives you enough vision to keep going. Most entrepreneurs live trapped by 3 lies about confidence. One of them is confidence comes from success. No, it doesn't. Success comes from confidence. Waiting until you are successful to believe in yourself is like waiting until you are in shape to start working out. It makes no sense whatsoever. Think of the first client you ever landed. You probably weren't ready. You probably didn't feel ready, but you acted anyway. You took the client, you did what you had to do, and that action created momentum. And that momentum built confidence. You can't think your way into confidence. You act your way into it. Confidence is built in motion, not in meditation. Another lie is, I need to feel confident before I make a big move. That's actually backwards. Confidence isn't a feeling. It's a byproduct of clarity. When you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, you don't need to feel brave. You simply do it. You just move forward. Imagine standing on the edge of the diving board, just sitting there staring at the water. The longer you wait, the scarier it feels. Courage comes the moment you decide to jump. The feeling follows the movement, not the other way around. You don't wait for confidence, you walk into it. Another lie is confident people don't doubt themselves. Every confident leader you admire still has doubts. The difference is they don't let the doubts lead. They learn to listen to it without obeying it. Think of Moses at the burning bush. God called him, and his first response was, "Who am I?" Even the chosen wrestle with insecurity. But notice God's response. It wasn't reassurance, it was direction. Doubt looks for comfort, but confidence looks for clarity. Confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's the mastery of focus. These 3 beliefs, these 3 lies quietly drain your energy because you're trying to fix your feelings instead of fixing your focus, which is actually the root of the problem. So let's replace those lies with truth. Truth number 1. Confidence isn't something you find. It's something you form. You form it every time you take clear action in the direction of your purpose. Truth number 2, clarity precedes courage. When you know your assignment, fear loses leverage. And truth number 3, doubt doesn't disqualify you. It's proof that what you're doing matters. Every time I launch a new program, an event, even this show, there's still that flicker of fear. But now I know what it means. It means I'm stretching. And stretching means growth. Growth always feels unfamiliar. It's like a muscle under tension. The shaking doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're building strength. What if instead of trying to feel fearless, you start focusing on being faithful? Faithful to what you have been called to do. Faithful to the process. Faithful to showing up even when it's uncomfortable. Confidence grows every time you keep a promise to yourself. And you lose respect for yourself every time you break a promise that you made to yourself. I teach a framework called the confidence loop. Step 1, clarity. Know what matters most. Step 2, commitment. Decide to act even when you don't feel ready. And step 3, consistency. Repeat the right actions long enough to build trust in yourself. That's how confidence compounds. Every time you take clear action and follow through, you're teaching your mind to trust your word. I mentor a business owner who kept postponing her first hire. She told me, listen, I don't feel ready. I don't feel confident. I've never had people work under my supervision before. I've never been a leader. I told her, you don't get leadership confidence from reading books about leadership. You get it from leading. So she finally decided to start having interviews and had her first hire. A few weeks later, we checked in and I said, hey, how's it going? And she said, Paul, you were right. It's crazy. I actually feel more confident now because I took the plunge. I did it. And I'm a leader now, and I have people working under me. You don't wait for believe to move. You move until believe catches up with you. I want you to think of confidence like a thermostat. You don't wait for the room to feel warm before you turn it on. You set the temperature first, and then the room adjusts. Let me ask you something. What would happen if this week you made one decision without overthinking it? Just one. Maybe you called a client. You've recorded that video and posted it. You sent that proposal that you've been meaning to send. Action creates evidence, and evidence builds belief, and that belief builds confidence. Every act of clarity becomes a deposit in your confidence account. I want you to be a confident business owner, a confident entrepreneur, and you can do this. If this episode spoke to you, if you're tired of second guessing yourself and ready to lead with clarity and confidence, I want to invite you to join the Clarity to Cash Challenge. Inside, we help you get clear on your message, your systems, and your decisions so you can finally move with conviction and certainty that you know in which direction you're going. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You just need to start moving in the right direction. The link is in the description. Let's build your confidence from the inside out together. Don't wait for confidence, walk into it. Remember this, confidence isn't about feeling certain. It's about being clear. I'm Paul Valverde, and this is where you come to get your clarity and your confidence back. Let's go.